welcome to the Wrestling Rant. I'm John Shannon. Pardon the lack of light here. I discovered just before I was going to do this that the light I use here by the camera at night just burnt out. But this was fresh on my mind, so I figured I'd come on out with it anyways. Next week, on the 25th to be exact, is marks the 1 year anniversary of the horrible situation concerning Chris Benoit and his wife and child. The tragic murder-suicide is what it turned out to be there, of one of the more entertaining individuals on the WWE roster. And I'm not here to go into to reopen or try to rehash what happened that day or what led up to that situation. I just wanted to share my thoughts of that particular day. As some of you may know, the WWE was planning a live version of Raw in Corpus Christi, Texas, on that date, and I was living in Corpus Christi at the time. Excuse me. I had the honor, because of my work, I had the honor of being able to deliver a lost suitcase to one of the superstars there, Kelly. While I never got the chance to actually deliver it directly to her, and all you twisted freaks out there, no, I didn't go through it, and no, I don't even know why I even brought that up. Anyways, it was really kind of surreal looking back on it, because I don't think any of these individuals had any idea what had happened. I remember going into the back area there. Now, there weren't any of the mega stars that were back there, and if you remember, for that particular night, the storyline at the time was the mourning of Mr. McMahon, who had a couple weeks prior had feigned his death by having that exploding limousine. I don't know how many remember that particular storyline. That was kind of forgettable, actually. But I got to go backstage there, and I took advantage of the time, I guess, spent back there. I got to meet and talk to a few of the superstars, Caden Murdoch, Matt Hardy, Mickey James, who I still that was the highlight in my opinion. Teddy Long and Crystal, I got to meet. You had a sense that none of them had any idea what had happened. I delivered that luggage there. I think it was, if my memory serves, I think it was just after noon. Like I said, I don't think any of them had any idea. And you'd know. I mean, I got to on my way out, I talked briefly with Taz and Michael Cole, who were there. Spoke briefly with Jerry Lawler and JR as they arrived just as I was leaving. Nobody, I don't think anybody knew. Nobody had a clue about that. It was just a real, at the time, of course, neither did I. And thinking back, I mean, those people, I can't imagine the shock and the grief once word of Benoit's death had circulated through the backstage area. And I mean, because a lot of these people, it wasn't that far long ago that they had to mourn another superstar in Eddie Guerrero. Um, and you can tell by just walking through there how tight a knit group those people really are back there. I mean, it is just like it's like a large family. Um, and I remembered later on that night I was working. This was after the show had canceled and whatnot, and was back in downtown Corpus, and I remember coming across Ron Simmons, and actually spoke for a moment. I expressed my condolences to him because he even looked shaken up, and Ron Simmons was pretty much from a different generation uh, of uh, of wrestlers, but still, you could tell he was kind of shaken up by the whole ordeal. And I spent a few minutes talking to him too, and he was very gracious under the circumstances. Um, I really gained through that whole process, really gained a lot more personal respect for the individuals and the performers of WWE, regardless if they were just jobbers or mid card, whatever their status may be. I've really earned a deeper respect for them. I mean, I've always been a fan, but it's only been over the last maybe 10 years or so that I've really taken the time to kind of look under, kind of peel the layers of the onion, if you will, and to learn a little bit more about what goes on backstage and what have you. And I don't claim to be an expert by any stretch of the imagination, but I know a little bit more than the average fan. Um, and then I just remember that surreal moment. Um, it was talking to all those individuals when I was backstage after delivering that luggage, and like I said, not a one of them knew. And just, only a few hours later, once they discovered, I mean, you could kind of see it on the looks of their faces. I was kind of in the area when a lot of the wrestlers were leaving the arena area. You could tell on the look of their faces that they were driving out. It was just, like I said, it was just surreal. And I hope the people that are fans of professional wrestling understand what these guys put themselves through week in, week out. It's a tough business, and I just hope that whenever something like this happens, and I hope it doesn't happen again anytime soon. But if it does, just take a minute to remember these people are human too. They do superhuman feats inside the ring, but these people are human, and they have hearts and souls just like everybody else. That's all I got for that. Thanks for listening. This is John Shannon, the Redneck Cabbie. Adios.